T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm taking a look into the past, and I'm going to be taking a look at Deluxe Class Transformers Cybertron Override. In Japan, she was known as Nitro Convoy, and was like a slightly more red color instead of this slightly pinkish red, or hot pink. It looks more red than pink to me. But yeah, and in Japan she was a he, so I guess they wanted some more diversity in Transformers Cybertron, so they decided to make this character a female. But anywho, as you can see, it's a random Batmobile futuristic looking sports car. And on a cartoon, this was one of my most anticipated figures when they were announcing, when I seen the cartoon. But in practice, not so much. In the cartoon, they kept showing zoom-ins on the headlights. You can see the lights behind this, which you don't see there. You can see seat detail in here. And one thing I never liked is it doesn't look like a cohesive car because of the transformation gimmick they decided to throw in here. Back during the Transformers Armada, Energon, and Cybertron days, it was Wild Wild West. Every figure was like its own gimmick. There was no line-wide gimmick. They just threw random things out there for no apparent reason. But it can roll for the most part. And it is a big vehicle. Here is a Titans Returns Deluxe Class compared to this. And as you can see, that's tiny. Here's a Studio Series figure. Deluxe. And Bumblebee is just tiny anyway. Here it is next to Voyager Class Starscream. Wow. Wow. Now I'm going to have to transform this thing for the robot mode. But as you can see, this is a big chunk of plastic. I wonder if it weighs more, but I don't feel like weighing it. Anywho, let's show you the goofy transformation gimmick. You have to like push that, and then it basically auto transforms for the most part, where the arms shoot out. You unpeg this, then you can take this right here, and there's a peg right there that goes into that. Take the legs, bring them in to form the crotch. Rotate this, rotate that. Pull this out, pull the heels out, and bam, it's transformed. As you can imagine, back heavy, and look at these little heels. The feet are big, but they don't rock forward much, so you kind of have to like lean her forward in order to even get her to stand up. Well, let's take a look at the face, where you can see if somebody wanted like a female Autobot that doesn't look ultra hyper feminine, here you go right here. People forget about her because maybe they consider it a him, because in Japan it was a male. So let me just go around here. There is light piping right there in the head, but they painted the eyes so you don't get that light piping. And some of the articulation with this being an old figure, I'm shocked about. Like, it has bicep swivel. Shocked about that. But as you can see, back in the day, they gave you more screws, which add to the weight, actually. That's probably why they don't give us screws anymore, because the figures will be heavier. And this does feel like substantial plastic. But let's give you a once over. But here's my main issues. Like, I'm pressing the legs all the way forward as far as I can, getting the feet forward. And I'm going to try to get her like straight. So maybe that was the problem. You have to push the thighs as far forward as possible. But in practice, like in the show, when she transforms, this part of the body collapses inward more to give it a more natural proportions. Like you see the hips here, but then the body is wide like that. Never like that. The thighs are so tight to this day, because probably I didn't play with it that much. When you move the thighs, sometimes it wants to untransform the crotch, which has always been annoying. It has no waist. But I'm shocked too that it has thigh rotation, but I guess you need that for the transformation. There's bulge in the hips that go this way and this way. Oh my goodness. Can kick back. You just have the 90-degree knee, and the feet have no ankle pivot or nothing special there. Show the arms. You kind of have a reverse butterfly joint and a inward butterfly joint right there. And the head is just on the mushroom peg. But weapon, open this up, plop this off, and I didn't show. Oh man. If you take that off, they have another peg point right here, thank goodness, that you can put right there. I didn't show that you could use this in vehicle mode, but if you have a Cyberplanet key, this isn't her Cyberplanet key. This is a Beast Planet or whatever, Jungle Planet Cyberplanet key. She was Speed Planet. You get these guns that shoot out. I just grabbed the first thing I saw. Well, I could grab out the little box. Anyway, these come in and they kind of go inward too much. These can move a little bit. Now these are on pins and this is pliable material. I don't know why they did that, because they're square and you can't really rotate it. I'll probably break this because it's freaking old. But basically there's a 5mm peg and boom, you can get it to hold this. Looking at the shape, I'm about to see if it can do siege. All right, moment of truth. Not really. I mean, you'll probably force something in there. Let me see. Nah, not really. Now remember, this thing is old. Somebody's probably isn't as rickety as mine, but mine is kind of rickety. Here is Landmine from Cybertron. Was also a deluxe class, I believe. Kind of shorter. Here's my Generations RC. You can see is significantly less plastic and smaller. Here is Cybertron Cyber Defense Hotshot. Holy moly, I put a bunch of toys away. Try not to transform a bunch of stuff, but here's a Combiner Wars Deluxe class figure. Kind of bigger, but yeah, articulation and stuff is more up to date and better with this guy. It's not on siege levels, but it might be on siege levels because he does have ankle pivot. He just has ball joints. And thank goodness I don't have to transform Starscream. I hate transforming stuff specifically for review. Here's this Siege Seeker right here. So, yeah, the size difference between an old school deluxe and a Voyager isn't that different, as you can see right there. But that's still true for some deluxes we have now. So, yeah. But anywho, oh boy, unless you're getting a Cybertron collection, I honestly can't recommend this nowadays. I mean, back in the day, it drove me up the wall and got on my nerves. I didn't like it that much. So, not too super enthused about it now, to be honest. But I'm happy since I brought up a box of these toys not too long ago. I get to show something off like this for Throwback Thursday. Aren't you happy you get to look back into the past and stuff? Yay! Anywho, thank you for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978, out of here. Click the videos. Click